Time for a new intro. Welcome to Create LARPs for All LLC. You can email us at createlarpsforall@gmail.com. Like, share, subscribe, dig into the content. Eventually there's going to be a website. If you'd like to help out, if there's any way to do so, there'll be something in the description. Still trying to figure all this out. Hope you enjoy the video. So what is a storyteller? Well, a storyteller, or ST for short, in this game, and a lot of games they'll call them GMs, dungeon masters, game runners, plot team, all sorts of different names for that. But everyone contributes to the story. Especially at a teaching LARP, you're all part of the story. But an ST is someone who is not playing as a character, generally. They are just running content for people who want to play. They usually need to know the rules well enough to at least make it fun for everyone and to make things winnable and manageable. And let's say they set up a puzzle or a challenge and people aren't figuring it out, well, then they need to give them away with the game rules to be able to win. And this game has a lot of built-in rules where you can go, okay, they're not solving my puzzle. Let me make this a chef challenge, or let me make this a blacksmithing way that they can figure it out, or a magic enchanting way they can fix this, and make this a skill number they can throw numbers at. We can solve it and keep moving. And maybe you go, well, they just couldn't solve this one. There's not a skill challenge here, but it doesn't end the game. It doesn't end the world. The ST should always be willing to make the story something achievable and fun for the people playing the game. Now, I know a lot of people already know what an NPC is, but for those of you who might not know, that's a non-player character. And they work with STs and players and various other ways to learn the game. Maybe if you're having fun as a player, but you kind of want to learn, and you might want to ST, or you might have some cool story you want to run for people, but you don't want to jump out just yet and be a storyteller. Maybe you go find an ST and say, hey, I'd like to NPC for you. I'd like to be a goblin or noble or someone you want to send in to do something, and they can sort of help you learn the game through playing, and then maybe get a little bit more comfortable with the system and how it works so that you can ST one day. Or maybe you just enjoy NPCing. I loved NPCing at a lot of the Boffer LARPs I've been to, where I'm running around as a monster fighting people, maybe getting them to use up resources to try and bring me down. It was very fun. It can be very enjoyable to play the bad guy, especially when you're not actually a bad guy. So when you're NPCing, make sure that you're there to make sure the players are having fun. But, I mean, have some fun yourself while you're learning. So, as an NPC, your goal should be making sure the players are having fun. Maybe not trying to win at crushing them unless the ST says, this is a deadly encounter. They're supposed to be afraid. Standard encounter, you're probably going to lose as an NPC. Odds are heavily stacked against you. But you should have fun with it. You should be learning how the combat works. Trading the verbals back and forth with players. Using your verbals to defend yourself and deal damage to players. Maybe using your verbals to heal another NPC or the ST who's running a bigger monster. And just learning the mechanics of the game without feeling like you're risking your character. Because even though there's no death in this game, sometimes it can feel people don't want to get defeated. I mean, if it happens, it happens. There's no permanent death in this game. But some people want their character to be macho and strong and not get dropped. Well, go play an ST and NPC for a little while, learn the system well enough, and then maybe you get good enough that you can jump into fights that you can win. But NPCing is a lot of fun. I've done it a lot at a lot of different LARPs. I've ST'd and GM'd at a lot of different LARPs. Done a little bit of plot here and there, running modules. And I recommend NPCing, especially in this system where combat is optional and theatrical. Some LARPs have like a verbal that is like, what do I see? Since this is more theatrical, There's not really going to need to be a request. If you don't have the costuming to portray what you are, then being like, hey, players, this is what you see approaching you. The goblin looks like this. Give good descriptions, or giant red dragon, or a ornately dressed noble with this kind of crest on him, and describe the crest. Giving good descriptions as to what the players see is always a better plan than just hoping they understand who you are when you approach. Now, if you've got really good costuming, you've got goblin makeup on and all this cool stuff because you've got some really cool cosplay people that wanted to play your game, they ask what they see, and you can just go, point at yourself, look up and down. I'm a goblin. Like, come on now. But if you're more theater of the mind, or you don't have good costuming, you're playing in t-shirts and shorts, then just give a good description and keep playing, keep having fun, and keep the game moving. Now, what is a module in Create LARPs is a one-shot adventure or a short skill challenge, maybe a one-off battle with one creature. Modules don't have to connect to a bigger story. They can if the players somehow connect it and it makes sense. Maybe you accidentally make a cool change to the story from a module, but a module is different from a campaign or like a larger storyline. They are little one-shots, and they don't have to attach to anything else that's going on. They don't have to make sense. They don't have to be tonally consistent. Anyone who wants to ST should start with modules and just go, hey, this isn't connected to a bigger campaign. It doesn't have to be connected to a larger story. We're just all going out fighting some goblins. We're going out, there's a troll guarding the bridge. We're going out, there's a noble who needs his cart unstuck. Things that they don't have to be serious or crazy. But modules are one shot. They usually don't have interconnected stories between them. So that's what they are in the context of this game. Hey, thanks for making it through the video. If you have any questions, again, email us at createlarpsforall@gmail.com. Sometimes I can remember things. Comment on the video, like, share, subscribe. Have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, whatever time it is for you when you watch this. Keep being amazing. Play games. Have fun. See you next time.